恐竜戦隊 Zyuranger!
Hey guys, and welcome to yet another one of my Kyoryu Sentai Zyuranger episodes, commentary and reviews. This time it's episode 31, Reborn, the ultimate gods. Let's watch the episode. The episode opens with the battle between Daijujin and Satan Frankie continuing. As Daijujin is knocked down, they hear the sound of the Jusoken summoning Dragon Caesar. With Dragon Caesar coming to Daijujin's aid, they continue to battle Satan Frankie, but it overwhelms both of them. And with encouragement from Bandora, it spews white stuff all over them. As the two gods are covered in white stuff, Daijujin tells the Rangers that it and Dragon Caesar will soon perish, and only the Rangers can save them. As the Titans fall, the Rangers are ejected into Barai's timeless room, where they are met by Clotho, who points out Barai only has 15 hours left to live. Clotho goes on to explain that while Barai slept away the millennia, an ice age caused a cave-in that ended his life. He only lives now because Daijujin asked for Clotho's help. The Rangers watch as Satan Frankie starts blowing a gas, causing people to collapse in agony. Clotho goes on to tell the Rangers they must restore ultimate Daijujin, and all 6 are needed for this to happen, and they must do it before Daijujin and Dragon Caesar dissolve completely. As the Rangers run north, they encounter a bunch of kids suffering from Satan Frankie's gas, and despite the time limit, they carry them to a house in the woods and look after them. Geki sends Boy to get a doctor, but he is attacked by Lamy and Grifforza with some golems. The Rangers fight them outside the house, as Barai sends Geki on ahead and Boy to a doctor. Barai, Dan and Goosh transform to continue the fight. With Dan facing the super golems, Goosh against Lamy, and Barai against Grifforza, Geki runs on. Boy returns to May with a doctor, as Geki finds his way blocked by a waterfall, but is encouraged on by the voice of Clotho and he dives in. The Rangers disappear from where they are and appear with Geki. Where they find a plaque saying to restore Ultimate Daijujin, they must give voice to their mission. May is the first to realise her mission, and placing her medal on the wall, declares herself the Warrior of Love. The others follow her example, with Boy the Warrior of Hope, Goosh Warrior of Wisdom, Dan the Warrior of Courage, Barai Warrior of Power, and Geki, the Warrior of Justice. With all their medals together, they emit bright lights, and both Dragon Caesar and Daijujin are cleaned of the white stuff, and Daijujin declares itself reborn as Ultimate Daijujin. The Rangers reappear within the cockpit as Daijujin merges with Dragon Caesar, becoming Sovereign Daijujin. As Satan laughs, Bandora orders Satan Frankie to destroy the Rangers, but they unleash Kaiser Burst, followed by Empire Attack, destroying Satan Frankie without a trace. On a roll, Geki summons King Brachion in order to form the ultimate combination, Ultimate Daijujin. Using Grand Banisher, they destroy Great Satan, freeing the children from the pillar. Together, the Rangers celebrate restoring Ultimate Daijujin and the defeat of Great Satan. Okay guys, that was another good one. I like that one. I mean, it's one of the few times that for a good part of the episode you have all 6 Rangers working together You know, we have Daijujin and Dragon Caesar in the fight against Satan Franken at the start of the episode. Obviously, they then both get taken out quite early on. They're at risk of being dissolved when they're covered with a load of white foam from Satan Franken. Kind of hard to sort of describe. It's white foam, white stuff, whatever you want to call it. I know I kept referring to it as white stuff during the commentary. A little bit of toilet humour, you know. I'm a kid at heart, and that includes my sense of humour. But yeah, so you know they're at risk. They send the Rangers off to Barai's timeless room, where they finally like reveal that hey, Barai, he lives in this room where there's no time because he's got a limited amount of time left, and oh yeah, he's already dead. In the 170 million years, because he wasn't safe in the temple with everyone else who's in this secret cave, and because of ice ages and everything else, there's a cave in and he died. And, you know, that's kind of sad when it's like, you know, everyone's being told, but they don't have time to deal with it because, of course, Daijujin and Dragon Caesar are about to get dissolved into nothingness. So they have to go on this quest, and it's like finally with Barai being there. And I want to know, were those kids properly there, or were they a test for whatever that plaque thing was that renewed Daijujin? But either way, you know, it went to the Rangers' strengths. They were like, you know, okay, we might lose everything, but we got to save these kids. Which, you know, it's what they do. So yeah, it's what they do. So, cut after the first, what we do, cough, like, and with them, like trying to help those kids, it makes them realize when it comes to actually putting their medals in the plaque, like their role as the team. Going back a sec, actually, it was revealed that it was Daijujin that asked Clotho, the god of time. So God asked God, make sure this guy stays alive, or give this guy extra life. But if that's the case, why did Daijujin... And apparently Daijujin knew this was going to happen, and he needed all 6 of them in order to become Ultimate Daijujin again. Why is it in episode... well, 10 episodes ago, or whenever it was, did Daijujin tell Geki, you must kill Barai? Or was that just a test? Because if Geki had offed his brother, then you wouldn't have all 6 of them now to bring back Ultimate Daijujin. Just a thought. Just a thought. But one other thing is, like, this whole love, hope, wisdom, courage, power, justice. With our powers combined, you are Ultimate Daijujin, because I don't think Captain Planet was actually out yet. But that bit does just sort of... I don't know. It just made me think of Captain Planet. Earth, wind, water, fire, heart. With your powers combined, I am Captain Planet. God, that was a preachy cartoon. Still watched it. It was something to watch. But, yeah, just that bit just made me think a little bit of that cartoon. But obviously, American, not Japanese, and all the rest of it. But it was nice that you know, 31 episodes in, it's like the Rangers know their place in the team. May for love, there's the hope, Goosh the wisdom, courage, Barai power, and Geki binding them all together with justice. And it's a nice moment. It brings them back. But one thing I find just a little bit strange is as soon as he's up, Daijujin goes, I am reborn, ultimate Daijujin. But his form is just Daijujin. So does this mean that Daijujin is actually ultimate Daijujin? He's more powerful again. Even as just Daijujin. Or is Daijujin still just powerful? I find that part just a little bit vague on like how that works. Because obviously then we get the transformation for the first time into Sovereign Daijujin with Kaiser Attack and Empire Beam, I think it was, as the two attacks. And then, of course, they become Ultimate Daijujin. Which, obviously, because I've got Sovereign Daijujin there, I've only got the Funko Pop Ultimate to actually point at. Which I can actually see just over there. I love these things. The way my office is laid out. I want these guys in the video, but it doesn't work with everything laid out. Hence the dodgy green screen. If anyone's been wondering for the last 31 episodes, that's why. My stuff is actually just to the side there. But yeah, we finally get 31 episodes in Ultimate Daijujin. So, I'm wondering, like, is it always this long for them to introduce their ultimate, like, form? I mean, I've been kind of spoiled, like, the last few years, because obviously, we're in Boom Boom at the moment. I'm in one episode behind on that, so more or less up to date. And then going backwards, I've seen everything to Go Sega. I've just got to watch the movie that comes after, that's set before the 199 Heroes movie. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should do that as a video. I love that film. And then obviously I'm going back to Shinkenja, because unlike the last video, I've actually checked to see what one comes before Go Sega. So it'll be Shinkenja next, which I think was like Ninja Fury or Ninja Steel or Ninja something in Power Rangers. I stopped after Turbo. Well, I stopped during Turbo. That bloody Justin. But either way, like, we now have Ultimate Daijujin. I love that thing. And I love the fact that they film it using the goddamn toys. Because it's such a beast. They film it with the damn toys. I love that. And it, like, comes together. And if you actually got, you know, you get your phone, you get your camera out, you set it up in just such a way, put a green screen behind, because obviously you don't want to have explosions in your house, tie some strings to your Sovereign Daijujin, have your King Brachian lined up with the back open, and just using some little thin strings, lower Sovereign Daijujin down, in front of the green screen, with your camera, whack it on your computer, put some explosions behind. You can recreate that scene yourself. And probably a lot easier than it was for them making it when they actually made Zyuranger, because we've got the technology now. But yeah, I just love that. I absolutely love that. So yeah, all I can say is what an episode. I love this. And of course, it's just the culmination of the last 4 episodes. From the Clay Monsters New and Improved up to this one, Reborn the Ultimate God. These 4 episodes, like I've said the last few videos, This is a mid-season movie, and it really feels it. But anyway, next week it's episode 32, Geki, Kill Your Tears, where Geki is coming to terms with the fact that his brother only has about 15 hours. Or whatever it's down to now. So I can see you next time.